Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I don't have an intro right now because I'm working on my new intro. So within the next couple videos, you'll see the new intro in. But right now we're just gonna jump straight into it. We don't have I'm not gonna put up like the old intro when it has my old name and I changed my name. So stay with me. Like we're getting it together. So I'm gonna try to get those up today actually. Maybe not with this video, but maybe like within the next two videos, I'll have a new intro and then I'll have a new banner. But anyway, let's get down to business because we're not talking about that. But I just wanted to come to you guys today, let you know my tips, my top 10 tips for growing long, healthy hair. Y'all, I have been on my journey for years. Since I would say I started my journey in college, my hair was not very healthy. Like growing up, it was healthy when I was little, and then when I got to like middle school and high school, I was like doing my own hair, and I was always going to the salon like all the time. Like I just did not care for my hair the right way. Just to give you some like backup, story. So once I got to college, I had to really figure out because I was going to school out of state. And this lady was doing my hair. She had been doing my hair back home since middle school, since like eighth grade. So me leaving, I was like really, really worried. But it was like one of the best things that ever happened to me, looking back on it now. And I had to figure it out on my own. Okay. I had to figure it out on my own. But I'm gonna throw some pictures in here so you guys can kind of get an idea of how far I've come on my journey. I'm still on my journey. Like it has not stopped. I'm still learning, and I'm still applying what I learned. And I know for a fact I've come a long way. Okay. And anybody that knows me from back in the day, your girl came a long way. Okay. So I think I can speak on this topic. Like I'm in position to speak. So, you want to be in position to speak on certain things. Like you don't want to just be talking just to be talking. And there's a lot of people that just be talking just to be talking, but no, I'm in position to speak on this. So I made a list of things because I don't want to miss anything. Um, yeah, let me kind of get into this, you guys. Let me show you. So first tip for me, in my opinion, would be deep conditioning. You should deep condition like once. I mean, I would say 1 to 2 times a month. Some people say every single week. For me, I deep condition every single week in the summer because my hair is not straight. So during the summertime, I would, once a week, every Sunday is the day that I would do it. But like during the fall, the winter, because my hair is like mostly protected and I'm getting it straightened during the fall majority of the time. So I would say like in the summer every week. During all the other seasons, I would say 1 to 2 times a month. 1 to 2 times. Even if you do it once a month, I think you're good. So 1 to 2 times a month. Trimming your hair. Now that just depends, because my stylist, he's always I have a schedule for when I like to trim. I like to trim my hair every 3 months. Yeah, every 3 months. And he's always like, you don't need it. It's just when you need it, I'll let you know. But for me, because I'm growing my hair out, I'm trying to get rid of like all that old, crusty, dried up hair that I've had on my head for a long time. So I'm trying to get rid of that. And I've been doing that. And I don't know. I think it just depends on you. So some stylists, they'll say you don't, it's just whenever you need it. But if you're trying to grow your hair and get rid of the old hair and you don't want to like big chop it, I would say stick to a schedule. So that could be every 3 months, whatever, every 2 months. You could do it every time you go to the salon just to get rid of the hair. So I just think, and then once you hit your goal or once you're at your desired length, then you can do it whenever you need it. Then you don't need to really have a schedule. It's just kind of like, okay, I need a trim. Then you could do it once a year. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 2 times a year. But if you're trying to grow your hair and you're like actively like trying to get rid of old crusty hair because you don't want to do a big chop, just have a schedule, stick to that. And you don't ever want to have raggedy, straggly looking ends. So just always make sure your ends are nice and even and looking good. Another one would be protective style. So for me, like I said, in the fall and in the winter, my hair is like mostly straight. Except like honestly, like when it gets like, you know, for me and where I live, it's really cold in January and February. So those two, January, February, sometimes March, it depends on how I'm feeling. I'll get a nice half wig. So it depends because I want to protect my head like from the cold because that can really mess your hair up too, like just if it's that cold. So it depends. Either it's gonna be straight and I'm okay with it being out, you know, whatever, or I'm gonna get a nice half wig and I'll just rock that half wig while it's cold outside. I'm not gonna be outside like that. So I'm really just going to work, coming home, you know, going outside for things that I need to go outside for. So it just depends on how I'm feeling. So protective style, so that's really what I'll do. Like if it's real cold, I'll get like a cute wig. In the summertime, either my hair's in a bun or I'm doing braids. And if I do braids, I'll keep the braids in for from 6 to 8 weeks. So definitely gonna get some growth with the braids. That's what I was saying in the winter, and I mean in the summertime. Find something that works for you. Braids work for me. And then also, even when I have my braids, I have a video on that, you guys. But I'm also like moisturizing my braids, washing my braids, deep conditioning my braids. Like I'm taking care of my braids the same way I would be taking care of my hair if it wasn't in braids. So that's a good protective style for and that will last you the whole summer. So by the end of the summer, your hair is going to be looking kind of crazy. You know, it's going to be real fuzzy, frizzy, but at least, you know, you got some growth out of it, you took care of it, and now you can take it out and get ready for the fall and go get your hair done. And you'll be feeling like a brand new person. Okay. But guys, off topic, I just dyed my hair black, you guys. And I like it a lot. So I'm just saying, I really like it a lot. But anyway, so the fourth thing would be to find a good stylist. This took me time. You guys remember I told you I was going to this lady from 8th grade to 12th grade. When I came back after college, now wait, before I get to that. When I went to college, I did find a lady down where I was at. She did do my hair. She actually started like my growth process, like as far as like my hair growing, it being in its healthiest state at that time. That lady down south that was doing my hair, she literally was helping my hair grow. That was like the first time that I had started to see some growth. So I was going to her regularly when I was in college. And then when I came home, I was not going to go back to that lady that was doing my hair before I left, because not saying she wasn't a good stylist, because she was. Clearly, I was putting a lot of money in her pocket during high school, but it was just like, I don't know, she was just good with like short, to me, now that I thought about it, I was like, she's just good with like certain things and like maybe not, you know, healthy, like natural hair. Like she's good with styling, she's good with a good cut, like she'll get you nice and slayed. Like she does good with color. There was just certain things that she was really, really good at. And I just wasn't, that wasn't what I was trying to do with my hair. So I ended up finding this guy who does my friend's hair, and she told me to go to him, and I've been going to him ever since. And I'm so thankful for him. Like he has literally just, I don't go to him like every week or anything. I go to him like, I mean, I haven't been all summer, but I just started going back. I've been back twice already since what? I went in August one time and then I went in September. So I'll take my breaks and stuff like that, but he just does amazing hair. I will like, I'll go to him until I like don't have to go to him no more or whatever. So finding a good stylist, somebody that's not scissor happy, somebody that asks you like what you want, you know, ask them to take pictures of the back of your head so you can see what's going on, so you can tell them what you want. Somebody that's going to listen to you and take your opinions and your, you know, whatever you want, they can kind of help you and guide you. So that's a good thing. Like find a good stylist and stick with them. That don't mean you got to go to them. That's the thing. Like and we'll jump to that. But anyway, find a good stylist, okay? So we'll jump to the other thing because I didn't want to get into another tip, which brings me to the next tip actually. So, which is no heat. So that's what I was going to say. With me and my stylist, like I won't go all summer. That's my no heat period. Like I'm not putting any heat on my head. It's in a protective style. I'm still taking care of my hair. So you want to make sure that if you're trying to grow your hair out, this is just if you're trying to grow your hair out. That doesn't mean that you can't have healthy hair and still have like short hair. So no heat is definitely important if you're trying to grow your hair out. You want to take a break. I think the summertime is a good time to take a break from heat. So figure out what protective style will work for you. Braids is what works for me. Figure out what protective style works for you, and then I would say 3 to 6 months of no heat at all is going to benefit you at the end. I promise you. No heat. You want a period where you don't have heat, and that's why you want to find a good stylist. So when you're ready to go get your hair done, you kind of can go get your hair done just to see like the length, see where it's at. No heat is important. So that was the next tip. Let me see. So okay, yeah. So the sixth tip that I have for you guys is to always wrap your hair, wear your scarf. I don't care if you had a drunk night out and it's 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I don't care what time it is. Go in that bathroom or your room, wrap up your hair, get your clips together, and make sure you put your scarf on. Like, no matter what, you always want to wrap your hair. If you don't, you will pay for it and it will not look cute in the morning. Like, always wrap your hair no matter what. That's important. Okay, that was one of the things that I used to do back in high school. I just didn't wrap. It was the silliest thing, but I just was so lazy in that area. I was not wrapping my hair, like, and my hair just, she used to be like, are you not wrapping your hair? Like, what's going on? And I used to lie and say I was, but I wasn't. Not all the time, not consistently enough to where you could like see, you know, some growth. Like, I wasn't doing that. And that was my fault, okay? So I was not doing that. The next tip that I have for you guys is to drink a lot of water. Like, it's daytime. I don't even have the bottle with me because it's at my desk at work, but I have one of those bottles. I got it off Shein, and it kind of gives you like the time of day, like 9 a.m., 12, 3, 6, whatever. It has like the times on it, and I fill up that bottle every time I go to work. I fill that bottle up at least 2 to 3 times because I'm in the office a couple days a week, and I just drink it. And when I'm at home, I make my lemon water. So if you need a little flavor, put some lemon in that. Whatever. Drink a lot of water. Like, that's important for your hair, for your body. You need to stay hydrated. Drinking water is important. So the next tip that I have is to seal the ends. So to add, like, I didn't put any on today, but you need to put a little bit of oil, like not a lot, like literally like tiny amount in the palm of your hand, and you need to seal the ends of your hair. The ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair. Like, it's the oldest. You need to seal it with some oil. You don't have to do it every day. I would say like once, maybe twice a week, if that. Okay, like very little, very little amount, and you don't have to do it all the time because you don't want it to get like super oily super fast. So just very little. You want to put some on the ends of your hair, the tips, so that it's healthy and it just, you know, it feels good. And then you want to moisturize your hair. That's another thing. So moisturize daily. I would say when my hair is straight, I put some oil at the ends. But once it starts to get a little old, like maybe like a week or 2 into my hair being straight, I'll moisturize like twice a week, and I'll just put like whatever moisturizing lotion that you guys like to use. You can get some at, I don't have any with me right here, but I usually use Cantu moisturizing lotion, which I got from the Dollar General, not Dollar Tree, Dollar General. But you can use pretty much any moisturizing lotion that you want, and you'll be good. So do that. Like, wait until, if you just got your hair straight, don't do that. Like, only do the ends with the oil. But once your hair is like a week or 2 old, you know, maybe 2 weeks, then you can start to like do the whole head, you know, but don't do it right away. I said that already. Let me see. The next tip is, I have 2 more tips for you guys. Take Biotin pills. This is totally up to you. Y'all know I've been on my hair affinity journey for most of this year, And we've had some ups and downs with Hairfinity. You don't have to use Hairfinity. I just know that Biotin is in the Hairfinity pills. They have a little bit of everything in their pills, but they have a lot of Biotin in their pills. So be careful. Like I told y'all before, I have a whole video on that. Be careful of the Hairfinity pills because you don't want to end up like I did and get a bunch of acne on your face. And that's not for everybody though. It just depends on how sensitive your skin is, but just be careful. But you can look up Biotin pills by themselves. You don't need Hairfinity. So I would say look into that. That's an optional tip. Like you don't have to do Hairfinity. You don't have to get Biotin pills just to make your hair grow. Like that's totally up to you. But it does help, and as long as you do everything else that I went over, you'll be straight, and it'll help you. It might, it might boost you up a little bit. It might give you a little. So that's totally up to you. And then my last and final tip, which I'm still practicing this, is to be patient, because y'all know it takes a lot of, like, it takes time. Like, and this is just with anything. Like anything that you do in life, it could be growing your hair. I mean, and that's something that you want, but it's just like, it just takes time. Like growing your hair takes time. Starting a business takes time. Anything that you want to do, it might take a little bit of time. So that would be my final tip, is to be patient with yourself, and you're not going to see results overnight, but as long as you implement these tips and take your time, and over time you'll start to see growth, and you just want to track your growth and just, I mean, shit, be patient. You'll get there. You know what I'm saying? We're all on a journey here. So those are my tips. I hope you guys got a little something out of this. I'm still growing out my hair. I'm still on my way to waist length. It's obviously, I have to be patient too. So if it was up to me, it would happen overnight. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.